enjoy the set anyway. Put your hands together for one of the brightest stars in Tasmanian comedy, Nellie Ryan!
Fuck me, I didn't think I'd have to follow a Martin Bryant joke, but here we are. Jesus. Alex, now that you've told the story about your limp, I have something to tell you. True story, when you told me about your limp, I also thought you said paedophilia. And my first thought was, checks out. Yeah, no worries. He's a very brave man. Coming out so brave. So I have been on a reality dating series, but I'm not so much famous as I am someone that's recognised in Kmart and thinks I dated their son in high school. Like the worst kind of famous where I'm just a mild inconvenience in people's lives. I was in the grocery store the other day and this guy goes, Nellie Ryan? And I was like, oh yeah, from the reality dating series. He goes, no, you sold me shoes on Facebook Marketplace? It's like, and you want me to sign them? He's like, no, I just want to get to the freezer area if that's okay. Yeah, I went on there and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go on there, I'm going to be my authentic self, I'm not going to let any of the producers get to me, it's not going to be me. The first emotional scene where I had to reject someone, it brought up a lot of childhood trauma for me, right? I was like, fuck, this is really hard. I started crying, having a bit of a panic attack. And my producer, she was really good. She was like, hey, Nellie, I totally understand. Please tell me anything, but can you just cry one more time so we get some wide shots, please? They don't like to call it doing a scene. They like to call it existing. Can you just exist on a 90-degree angle, a little bit to the left? Yeah, no worries. Thank you. No, reality TV is not my jam, but there was a moment where I was talking to this guy and I was talking about my career goals and he was like, oh yeah, like I totally understand. I'm like, oh, I'm being so selfish. What do you do? What's your job? And he goes, I'm the cameraman. Cool. I actually could get in a lot of trouble for talking about this. I signed a pretty hefty NDA. Turns out I don't really give a fuck though. There is a clause that I get pretty scared of though, and it says if you break said clause, Carl Stefanovic will come to your house, tie you up and throw his profits from the gender pay gap in the fire. While playing like, fuck you Lisa, come back. I don't know about the cash cow. I was going to tell this story, but everyone's being fucking honest tonight, so I might as well. When I did the Today Show, like no one gave a fuck, let's be honest. No one cared about the show, and I got so nervous because I was like, I'm cool, I can be cool. All these people are just walking around, and Carl walks past and he goes, oh, he's talking about chicken, and for some reason in my brain, I thought that meant bite into the chicken drumstick that he's holding in his hand. So I leant forward and I bit into the chicken drumstick in his hand. And he goes, no, I meant there's some chicken in the Baie Marie. And that's my story about reality TV. So thank you. It's been really good. No, I had a really good time. I'm 26 now, but I don't really feel like an adult. I want what that guy's having. I'm telling you. I don't really feel like an adult now that I'm 26. Like, for example, when my mum was 26, she had... I feel like my sleep paralysis demon is fucking in the corner. It's like, Dad, is that you? I haven't seen you in 6 years. What are you doing here? I'm on reality TV, guys. You should probably understand what's going on here. Fuck, should I start again or should I go on to my Martin Bryant jokes? I don't know. Not all jokes out. I don't know. I don't feel like an adult at 26. When my mum was 26, she had a 9-year-old. She was working towards a career. She had a house. Me as a 26-year-old, I only recently just found out that a wet willy isn't when you put your finger in your vagina and put it in someone's ear. I was pretty confused. Thank you. I've been looking at you all night. I'm like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you laughing. She's been like sipping the wine, looking at him like, yeah, make me laugh, motherfucker. I'm like, it's me. If it's not the North Pole jokes, it's me. I gave this... now the punchline isn't going to work. Let's pretend that you haven't heard it. Thought it was a wet willy. I was pretty confused when a co-worker gave me a wet willy. They were even more confused when I gave them one back. That's perfect acting. Thank you. I do feel like I'm getting older though. Like I used to take the craziest drugs. I used to take fucking horse tranquilizers. Don't spill on your drink. It's okay. I've got some outside. Ned's selling some actually outside. And now I'm Googling if you can OD on chewable vitamin C. I'm getting heart palpitations if I have too many English breakfast teas. How like a 12-year-old at the Kingston bus stop can just like raw dog 7 Monster energy drinks? What are they putting in the fucking show bags this year? I don't know. Yeah, I definitely am getting older and it's really sad. And I don't know if any of the ladies in the room know this, definitely the ladies in the corner, this lady here. Pads sometimes have facts on them. You know that, don't you know that? Okay. Like sometimes you'll be sitting there and you'll be bleeding out and your pad wrapper... We need some more women on this lineup, okay? It's been great so far. We need the period talks. Your pad wrapper will say something like, did you know that the Mona Lisa doesn't have any eyebrows? And I'll be like, what the fuck? I'd be in such a better mood if my pad wrapper said something like, I don't know, no, Nellie, you don't need to claim the tax-free threshold. Don't worry, it's a confusing question. I didn't know you had pads, mate. I love that for you. I want you to have more beers. And it will say something like, do you really need a mini fridge for your skincare or are you just lacking in serotonin right now? That's for the ladies. I don't know if anyone else knows this, but tampons will sometimes have motivational quotes on them. I like to call them my little fortune coochies. There is nothing that gets my blood flowing more than a TED Talk for my tampon. So all the women in the room, people who get their periods, I just want you to imagine, this is going to give you some real life examples of some things that my tampon has said to me. You go to the toilet, you've had a fucking hard day at work, you're exhausted, you take out your tampon, you read the wrapper, and it says, be unstoppable. Push yourself to the limits, try something new. Like what, anal? Oh, okay. I wish the light wasn't shining directly in your face, but I appreciate it. Stretch yourself. Excuse me? I'd be in such a better mood if my tampon... Sorry, I've got to wait. I'm sorry, I got some lingerers. I'd be in such a better mood if my tampon said something better. So I'm going to give you some examples of things I wish my tampon said to me. So anyone that gets their period in the room, I just want you to imagine you come from a hard day of work, you're absolutely fucking exhausted, you take out your tampon and it reads, hey, at least you're not pregnant. Just find a hole and hope for the best. By the way, you have 3, which I only just found out. And then I think, you know, if people that use tampons have to deal with this, then people that use condoms should also have to have motivational quotes. So anyone in the room, not you, Daniel, but anyone in the room that uses a condom, Alex, please don't use this either. So I just want you to imagine you take out a condom and it says, it's okay, this time will be different. Just find a hole and hope for the best. Stretch yourself. And my favourite one, my dad's favourite one, you exist because this broke. Thanks. So have been single for a while, obviously. My friends have been saying to me, like, Nellie, why don't you date yourself? Like, take yourself out on dates, fall in love with yourself. I'm like, what, dated 26-year-old still living at home with no health insurance, rejected off reality TV? Yeah, no thanks. Red flag for me. Date a comedian? Gross. I don't know if you've met comedians. I mean, some of my favourite comedians in the world are males, but unfortunately, all they think we talk about is sex, periods and tampons. That's all I fucking talk about. So, thank you. I'm sorry, Alex, you're looking at me like I'm so disappointed in you, Nellie. So I decided to become an organ donor because it makes me look more desirable on Tinder. And I was looking online and it said, a little ad and it said, Evie's family will never forget the life-saving liver they gave to save Evie's life. And I thought to myself, does Evie really want my liver? Last week I had a shot of Fireball from a pair of Crocs for being the winner of a drinking game. Can you imagine getting a life-saving liver and that one also not working? How is little Evie going to explain to her family that she's just like really fanging for a JD and Coke? Or worse, she wants to become a comedian and get paid in alcohol. My mum, God bless her soul, she's religious, and she said to me, you know what, Nellie, I'm going to donate everything but my eyes so I can see in heaven. And I'm not a doctor or anything, guys, I'm not, but how are you going to see in heaven, cunt? You've got no lungs. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you, everyone. It's been a big night.